Hello everyone, in today's video we will be looking at the newly buffed Ember Shadow Ninetales. Spoiler alert, I got a 4-1 set with this team. My first set was a 4-1 set with this team, which is pretty good. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting Ninetales to do this good in the Great League. So let's get into the battles and check out this team in action. We have Shadow Ninetales on the lead against Corviknight. This is a really good matchup for my Ninetales, and opponent comes in with his Dunsparce. So I will go for the Weather Wall here, and then I will switch out into my Furret. After this chip damage, once Swift and some Sucker Punches will do enough damage to knock out Dunsparce. Here opponent goes for the charge move. I know that I can survive it, so I won't shield it, and then I will go for the Swift. And after this, I will just Sucker Punch down this Dunsparce. Dunsparce won't reach a move. Opponent comes in with his Corviknight. I will go for the Trailblaze here. After Trailblaze, my Sucker Punches will be boosted, and it did some more damage than usual. I decided to come in with my Ninetales, and then opponent comes in with his Clodsire. So here is my Samurott. I will go for the Hydro Cannon. Opponent no shields the charge move, and Hydro Cannon did a lot of damage to Clodsire. I won't shield the charge move because I know the Samurott can survive one charge move from Clodsire. I will go for the Hydro Cannon, and opponent shields the charge move. At this point, I will just let my Samurott go down, and then I will come in with my Ninetales, and I will use both of my shields for Ninetales, and I will completely farm down Clodsire there. Okay, I can throw one Weather Wall, and then I can also easily reach two Weather Walls against Corviknight. First Weather Wall to take the shield, and then the second one to knock out Corviknight. Opponent top left the game. Into the next match, we have Ninetales versus Golisopod. So this is not a good matchup for my Ninetales. It is neutral matchup, but Aqua Jet's hurt, and also Golisopod can win CMP tie against my Ninetales. I was able to throw my Weather Ball first and got shield advantage, which is good for me. I will also match the shields. I will go for another Weather Ball, and let's see what opponent decides to do. Opponent shields the charge move, and after that, I think that Golisopod is taking a bit longer than Ninetales to reach its Weather Wall. So I will throw my Weather Wall here, and it's on CMP tie. I shouldn't have done it. I should have caught it on my Samurott or something, but now I can come in with my Samurott, and then we'll see what happens. We will go for the opponent comes in with his Credilly. We will go for the Megahorn. Megahorn will do super effective damage, and it takes out Credilly. Opponent comes in with his Bastardon. We will go for another Hydro Cannon, and after that we will try to catch the Stone Edge on our Furret. We will build up to a Hydro Cannon and caught the charge move on our Furret. We could have won CMP die, but I'm not sure that one Hydro Cannon could have knocked out Bastardon. One more Hydro Cannon. I was not sure that I will even reach Hydro Cannon. So here we can go for the Trailblaze, and after that we can Sucker Punch down this Bastardon and win the game. GG's to my opponent here. Into the next match, we have Ninetales versus Dedenne. So this is a bad matchup for my backline, as Dedenne resists Sucker Punch damage from my Furret, and it does super effective damage to my Samurott. So here I will stay in this matchup, and I will try to do as much damage as possible with my Ninetales. I will even play this matchup with two shields. I will shield this charge move because Parabolic Charge might knock out my Ninetales, and after that I will go for the Weather Ball. Let's see what opponent decides to do. Opponent no shields the charge move, and at this point I can just farm down this Dedenne with my Ninetales. Opponent comes in with his Gligar, and now we will go for the Overheat, and I think opponent could shield it, but let's see. Opponent shields the charge move, so I will come in with my Furret here because my Ninetales job is done after beating that Dedenne. So it's up to Furret and Samurott to win this game for me. Opponent comes in with his Talonflame, and here we can throw our Swifts. I think after two Swifts we can Sucker Punch down this Talonflame. Opponent goes for the charge move. It is fine because now my Samurott can get some energy advantage here, and then we can throw one Hydro Cannon on the Gligar and win the game. GG's to my opponent here. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Victreebel. So this is a good matchup for my Ninetales, and opponent is not switching out, which means opponent might have something in the back weak to my Ninetales, which means I have to save my Ninetales as well. I won't shield the charge move. I expected it to be a Leaf Tornado, and opponent comes in with his Donphan. I will go for the Weather Wall, and I have one more Weather Wall. That is, I will come in with my Furret, and I will build up to a Trailblaze and then I will go for a Swift. Opponent goes for the charge move. I won't shield it as I was also expecting it to be a Trailblaze. Swift will knock out Donphan, so opponent decided to shield. I will come in with my Ninetales and throw my reserved Weather Ball, and this should knock out this Donphan here, and opponent has Dedenne in the back. I will go for the Weather Ball here. It's on CMP tie. I lost it, but I will shield this charge move, and then I will go for the Weather Ball. After that, I will switch out into my Samurott, and then I will go for the Hydro Cannon and win this game. GG's to my opponent in advance. You will see that Samurott can outpace Dedenne, almost outpace Dedenne to a charge move. Hydro Cannon takes out Dedenne and we won the game. GG's to my opponent here. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Greninja. Horrible lead, so I will switch out into my Furret and opponent is staying in. Goes for the charge move. It's likely going to be a Hydro Cannon. I can take it, so I won't shield. And then I will go for the Swift and let's see what opponent decides to do. Most likely, opponent will also shield as he did shield, and now I will shield this charge move because I want to throw another Swift. I will go for another, and opponent catches it on his Bastiodon. Horrible. Very bad for me. I will come in with my Greninja here. What am I saying? Greninja. I will come in with my Samurott and go for the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon connects and it did a decent amount of damage. I will shield the charge move, respect the Stone Edge damage, and then I will go for another Hydro Cannon after building up some energy. We will go for the Hydro Cannon, and after that, let's see what opponent decides to do. Opponent no shields the charge move, Bastiodon goes down, and opponent comes in with his Azumarill. We will go for the Hydro, build up energy up to 100 and try to catch a charge move on our Ninetales, which is going to be Ice Beam. It was not a catch. Opponent decided to throw it anyways. We will go for the Weather Ball against Greninja. Opponent decided to shield. And at this point, Greninja throws its energy, which means it is fine. I will just let my Ninetales go down. I will come in with my Samurott, and the unfortunate thing is that I cannot build up more energy in here, because if I would have built up more energy, then it would have helped me in my Azumarill matchup. Here I will go for the Hydro Cannon, and after that I will go for another Hydro Cannon, and the only way I can win this match is to try to catch one charge move on my Furret. So I tried to catch, but Azumarill throws at the timing which was not expected by me. I will come in with my Furret barely one turn away from. If I would have gotten 1 or 2 turns, I would have reached this Swift and won the match. GG's to my opponent. It was a very close match. Also, my Furret's IVs are bad. If I had a good IV Furret, then it would have survived and I would have won the game. But never mind. GG's to my opponent here. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Diggersby. So in this matchup, I will try to overheat Diggersby. Let's see how it goes. So I will build. Opponent goes for the charge move. It's likely going to be a Scorching Sand, so I will respect the damage and shield the charge move. I will go for the Weather Ball after building up to an overheat. Opponent shields the charge move because he respects overheat damage. We will go for the overheat, and this time opponent lets it go. Diggersby goes down, gets overheated by Ninetales, and opponent comes in with his Clodsire, so I will switch out into my Furret. This is a neutral matchup as Sucker Punches are doing neutral damage and Swift will also do neutral damage. Same goes for Poison Stings and Earthquake and Stone Edge from Clodsire. So we will go for another Swift. Opponent reaches another charge move. I will let my Furret go down. I will come in with my Samurott here, and then I will outpace this Clodsire to a charge move. I will go for the Hydro Cannon, and opponent no shields the charge move. Clodsire goes down. Opponent comes in with his Victory Bell, and I switched out into my Ninetales. Here I can just shield and completely farm down Victory Bell and get the win here. GG's to my opponent here. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Moltres. So this is a neutral matchup, and I don't want to switch out into my Furret. Sucker Punches will do resisted damage on Moltres, so I will stay in this matchup. I will shield the Fly, and then I will go for the Weather Wall. Opponent no shields the charge move, and I will throw my second Weather Ball right away because I don't want to use my second shield trying to shield their Fly. So opponent comes in with his Marowak. I decided to come in with my Furret here. Opponent goes for the charge move. I won't shield it because I know Furret can tank some charge moves. I will go for the Trailblaze here, which is a mistake by the way, because because throwing 2 swifts is better than throwing 1 charge move. Throwing 2 charge moves is better than throwing 1 charge move. Opponent goes for the charge move against my Samurott. I will shield the charge move, and then I will go for the full farm down so that I can throw 2 hydro cannons, or like 2 hydro cannons against the second one. It's Credily. I will go for the Mega Horn. Do they respect the damage? They do not. Credily gets almost one-shotted by Mega Horn. I will come in with my Ninetales, and then I will go for the Wither Wall and then farm down Melback and get the win. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Swampert. Horrible matchup, so I will come in with my Furret here, and opponent goes for the charge move. I will not shield the first charge move because I want to see what comes in next in the safe switch matchup. I will go for the Trailblaze against opponent's Furret, and then I will try to get to another charge move, and opponent throws his own charge move before it. I will go for the Swift after shielding opponent's charge move, and opponent shields it as well, which is fine. I will come in with my Ninetales here, and then I will completely farm down this Furret. I won't shield any charge move from Furret because Swampert will knock out my Ninetales anyway. So I will switch out into my Samurott against Swampert, and opponent goes for the charge move. I won't shield it because I will shield the charge move. It ends up being Sludge. Nice shield by me. I will go for the Hydro Cannon. It will almost knock out Swampert if it goes unshielded. Opponent decided not to shield, and Swampert goes down. Opponent has Gligar in the back. I will go for the Hydro Cannon, and I have some energy on my Ninetales, which means I can also reach one overheat on my Ninetales, which is going to be very helpful as my Samurott goes down here, and I can reach one overheat, take out Gligar, and win the game here. Overheat, one shots Gligar, and we won the game. Into the next match, we have Shadow Ninetales versus Scizor. Amazing lead, and opponent comes in with his Gliscor. I will go for the Weather Wall, and after this, I will switch out into my Furret because it can resist Shadow Claw damage from Gliscor. Opponent is running Shadow Claw on his Gliscor. What am I saying? Gliscor. Golisopod. So not good for the opponent, but it is very good for me. I will go for the Swift here, and opponent no shields the charge move. At this point, I think shield this charge move because I'm not sure if Furret can survive one Echo Jet or not. I do want like switch advantage because now I can align my Ninetales on opponent's Scizor, and it is going to be a very good matchup for my Ninetales. I will come in with my Ninetales. Opponent has Quagsire in the back. I will go for back-to-back Hydro Cannons with my Samurott and take out Quagsire. Quagsire can reach Stone Edge, which is going to hurt, so I will try to shield it. Here I will shield it, and it's an Aqua Tail bait, not a good shield by me. I will go for Hydro Cannon, and this Hydro Cannon will almost knock out Quagsire, and then Quagsire reaches a charge move. It might knock out my my Samurott, and then I can completely farm down everything here and win the game. Scizor reaches a charge move, but Ninetales can survive it pretty easily. GG's to my opponent. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the content, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.